Welding time! Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. I've done it again. I've started working and not filming. Well, I'm trying to crack on, so you guys can appreciate setting up the camera every now and then. It's not the first thing on my mind, but I want to take you along on this journey. So without further ado, I'll show you where I'm up to now. Basically started welding the rear arches to the boot floor and the seat base basically to the heel board on the inside. So basically in preparation to take this rear subframe off, and I can weld it all up from there, because like I said, I'm stitch welding and plug welding to try and keep some strength in it. So I'll show you now bits I've been doing. Basically just been doing plug welds. I've put one patch into the arch like I showed you in the last episode. I've made some little bits and pieces up, a little bit like Matt Green style, recycling some metal, and it's gone perfectly fine. So jobs are good and on that one. So yeah, I'll flip you around and I'll show you these arches. Right, so ignore that, that's an old patch which I'm going to take out, but there are all the plug welds I've done all the way along. There's the first patch I've put in. There's a plug weld there, so it looks a bit messy, but that's stitch welded around there. This is the next bit I'm going to do. Just move that out of the way. I'm going to put this piece in. Obviously got to clean that back, sorted that. I've done a bit of welding from the inside, sort of carried on round this way as well. I've started doing the plug welds on the arch here. Quite chuffed, got really good penetration all the way through. Can't quite, there you go, you can see it up there. Hands in the way, you can see that there. There you go, focusing. This is a big chunk that I've got made up here. Just need to trim it all, like clean it all back, and that's cut ready to go in. And then my aim today, I want this out, and then I want to stitch weld the boot floor to the toe board. Heel board, sorry. You know what I mean. So yeah, we're getting there. I mean, obviously Project Midas has taken up a bit of time. General life takes up your time, but we have to be on this now. We have got a deadline and we have to sort it. Like I've mentioned in my previous videos, I want all this underside welding sorted, and I want, look, I'll flip back round before Christmas so I can weld it from the inside, and then we've got this back panel to do along with the balance. Then it's front end. Never stops, never stops. And then we'll be on to the next project. But this is the biggie. This is the important one. This is from my other half, and it's her baby. So let's get it right. So yeah, I'll try and do a bit of filming of the welding. If not, basically what I might do with this video is just keep dropping you in for updates every time I crack on. Do a bit more, put a patch in, I'll bring you back in, show you it, talk you through it. So maybe a little bit different for this video today. I apologise. Don't get many days off. Just want to get on with it now. Yeah. So, like I say, I said I'd bring you along on the little trips. There's a plug weld up there, well, sort of. And this is what the little piece I've made. Cleaned all this back. This is being zinc primed, and just got to clean that back, and that'll basically go in there. So what I'll do is I'll tack it and then tap it in place. But I really want to try and save some parts of this car, hence why I'm putting a bit of effort into these arches. Let's keep them, well, let's keep something original. So yeah, that will go in there, clean that back. A few more plug welds to do, but you can see the sort of penetration. There's a plug weld from the back, so I'm quite chuffed with that. Get some heat in the panels. So yeah, that's my next point of call. I think I'll get a patch on this side. So I said that bring you back in again. Stuff all over my face already. Welding cars, eh? But I've welded up this arch now. A couple more plug welds to do, and then I've got like the back sections of the arch to do. Yeah, I'll show you. It's basically a little patch and it's another bit sorted. Alright, so it's unground state. Sort of gone along it bit by bit, sort of section by section, sort of missing about an inch, just so it didn't warp too much, but quite chuffed with that. Grind all that back. Got those 1, 2, 3 holes to sort there, and then it's this back section which I've made up there. You can hear it. You can see that. So yeah, these bits, back bits next I think, and I need to man up and take this out. So right now I know it's square, but I know it's square now. I mean, the front end's completely welded on it basically, and the boot floor's tacked to it. But time to crack on. I really want to get the stitch welds along there today. I'll be well chuffed if I can sort that, because then it's basically, I'm filling all these, got to cut loads of little circles out. We're gonna, the car rotted inside out because of these, and we're gonna get rid of them all. Like the one on the original floor from these both sides, that completely took out the heel board. So we're gonna weld all them up. We've got loads of them. I think I've counted, there's 15, if not more. So that's another job, and obviously we've got to get in on that fuel line, but we'll get the subframe out of the way first. Bit of a mess on here, tools all over the bloody thing, but progress isn't without mess. So yeah, I'm not grinding anything back. I really want to just get all the welding done, then I'm going to sort of stop for a bit of lunch, and then I'll grind everything back, prime it all, and move on to the next job basically. Hopefully I can get the lads around, Sam and Tony, anyone else, and we'll get this flip back round. Yeah, it'd be nice to see it back the right way round. It's a bit sick seeing it upside down, to be honest. It's starting to really get to me. So yeah, right, I'll bring you in for the next update. Like I say, apologies, I'm not really going to film much of my work today. I'm just going to drop you in when I get to a next point, sort of a checkpoint or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, I think the next job is I need to get that out. Let's do that. Massive shout out to Randy for that torch that he gave to me at IMM. Absolute gent. It's awesome. You can direct it at any place you want, and you can see there I've just tacked the seat base to that basically. It's all screwed together, but my OCD of things moving has got to the better of me. So basically done, like, there's a stitch weld around there, stitch weld, stitch weld, stitch weld, stitch weld. Yeah, just trying to hold it in place. But that, Randy, that's awesome, that torch. Let's grab it out. It's absolutely awesome. You can literally move it. Well chuffed of it. So thank you again, you kind sir. Well, it's off. Nothing went twang. Seemed to come off square. I think we've got jobs to good in here. Well, we've got to rebuild the car yet. Let's see how badly it crabs. No, I'm only joking. Taking so many measurements now, I think I'm 99.9% certain it's in the right place. It came out square, it's not twanged, the floor's completely solid, and yeah, I can start welding the other side now. So I'll flip you around, I'll show you where I'm going to do the next welds. Right, so with the subframe out of the way now, you can obviously see where all mounted. You can see the penetration now on the plug welds I've done from that side, and I'm going to stitch this layer. So that both sides. Obviously got that I keep cracking on about to sort, and then down here is where I'm going to stitch weld it all the way along. So to give it some more strength, I'm going to get the wire wheel in there. I'm going to clean all this back, and I'm going to stitch weld all the way along there. So no, it's not a factory, but it's not a factory car anymore. Do you know what I mean? It's got new panels completely underneath, so I'm going to go for strength. So again, plug welds done that side. I'm going to stitch weld that side. You can see the penetration I've got from the inside from the stitches I've done. So let's get it stitched up and go from there. So yeah, let's do this. Big milestone if we can get these two completely joined at the back. You're well chuffed. Get some priming done, some cleaning up. Like I say, I'm doing no tidying up of any of this until I've done all of this. No point, you're just wasting primer. So let's have a good day on it today and let's get going. Right, so I've gone along and I've sort of bare metaled the bits here along the hill board. I'm going to stitch weld them up now, and then I'll be quietly confident everything's still there. And it, like I say, it's just the extra strength I'm trying to put in. So I do apologise for poor camera quality today. It's something not focusing at all, but you've got to do what you can do. So I'm going to do that, try to get those stitch welds in, and I might break for some lunch, or a break. Another cup of tea. Tea and restoring cars go very well together. So, yep, I'll set the welder up and I'll crack on doing this. Alright, so you can see all the way along I've got stitch, 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 stitch. I finished off all these plug welds along here. So I put that patch in. All this needs grinding back. It's not the finished article, so don't start judging. I'm not a professional. Just a guy in a garage like the rest of you guys, or girls. Stitch, stitch, stitch all the way along there. And like exactly the same along the back. All of these plug welds are done now. Along here, again, that patch is in. Properly seam welded. And car is absolutely solid now. It's awesome to feel that now. So basically gonna stop for a bit. That'll cool that. I think that'll probably wrap that episode up. And yeah, I think we've made big progress. It's a big part. So subframe's off, floors are both exactly where they need to be. Got that bit up there to weld, but if anyone remembers from taking a floor out, that gap is actually that gap. It's full of sealant and spot welded from factory, but I'm obviously going to try and knock it down and seam weld it myself. So yeah, wow, 2 big floors, 80% in. Obviously I need to do a bit of the welding from the inside when the car's flipped back over. Chuffed. Don't judge any of this, like I've just mentioned. All of it needs dressing back, all of it needs seam sealing, but for now, happy man, happy man. Well, I want to thank you guys for watching again. I massively appreciate the people following this build. Obviously the Midas build's going alongside this as well, and there is actually another one turning up very soon as well. Is it mine? Is it someone else's? Who knows? Stay tuned guys, all your support is massively welcome here, and like I said, this is a little bit of an update video. I haven't really shown anything I've been doing. I've sort of just dropped in and as and where. If you don't like that sort of video, I do apologise. It won't be like that all the time, but I don't get much free time. I'm like the rest of you lot out there. You're all working full time. You've all got families. You've all got lives. We fit this in when we can. So I've spent a good few hours now. I've made massive progress, and I'm so chuffed. So catch you again soon guys. Thank you for watching, and if you haven't already, please hit the like button on this video and subscribe if you haven't already for future updates and more builds, road trips and things to come. Thanks guys, catch you again.